Hey everyone, this is Laura again with Dropship Lifestyle. In this video, I'm going to show you how you are able to send emails from your domain name emails. So laura@dropshiplifestyle.com or something like that, whatever your store name is, sales@whatever your store name is.com. So unfortunately, Shopify lost this functionality a little while back. I had this video made, but all of the different apps and programs that we use to do this have all changed their format, their layout, so I've decided to make a new video. So basically, I'm just going to jump right in. So to start, if you bought your domain name through Shopify, you're going to want to email Shopify support and ask them for your Shopify domain name credentials. So once you have that, you could do it through live chat or whatever. Once you have that, they'll email it to you. You'll want to go to manage.opensrs.net. You see, I just logged in and logged out. That's why it says that. But manage.opensrs.net. Once you have your domain name credentials, and you'll want to log in here. So I will quickly log in. Again, this is only if you purchase through Shopify. Right? So you're in here, and you want to click Name Servers DNS. This is where you're going to be able to edit your DNS information. Okay, so that's basically if you have bought through Shopify. If you bought through something like Namecheap, you'll have your Namecheap account. Usually when you come into Namecheap, it looks more like this. I'm already logged in, so I click Dashboard, and then I can go into my domain by managing. And then I can click Advanced DNS, and again, this is where you will edit your DNS settings if you purchased through something like Namecheap. Okay, so the next step, what we want to do is we're going to use Zoho to connect our email addresses to our Gmail account. So basically, we'll use our Gmail account. We'll be able to send from our domain name emails, but we have to have some way to link these up. So what we're going to do is go into, this is just zoho.com, and then I click the mail icon, and we're going to set up a new business email. It's free, luckily. So we're going to do select free plan, and then we're going to add our domain name. So the domain name that we purchased in the last video, again, we can see our domains here in Shopify. We're going to use Happy Paws DSL. I bought a bunch of them, but that's the one we're going to use for this video. So happypawsdsl.com, and then we're going to click Add a Domain. Put my information in, you put yours in. We can start when it says email address. We can start with an email address that we're going to want to use in the future. So I like info for my customer service emails. And then we're going to create a password. Make sure it's a memorable one because we're going to need this in the future part of this video. And then our contact email address is going to be the email we are going to be using in Gmail. So mine is lauradropship@gmail.com. And then we're going to click, make sure everything's correct. Okay, so we're here. And we want to click Set Up Happy Paws. And we have to verify our domain name. So we, let's see. We want to verify this. Where is it letting you verify? No. Okay, open SRS. We'll do others because I'm going to show you how to walk through. Okay, so we'll just do others because obviously it doesn't show all of them here. So we'll do others because this is pretty standard, right? So it has our name, which is our CNAME, and then it has where we're going to send this to, okay? So if you bought through Shopify, we're going to go back into Manage Your Domain, and you'll see CNAME record. So we're going to add a new CNAME. We're going to make this the subdomain, and we're going to make this the destination, and we're going to click Add Record. Oh, not Add Record, we're going to click Save. Okay, that's done if you bought through Shopify. If you bought through Namecheap, we're going to do the same thing, but it looks a little different. We're going to take our CNAME again, and we're going to click Add New Record. We're going to add a CNAME, host, and then target. And then we are going to click Save Changes. Okay, Now we're going to go back and we're going to click verify by CNAME. When I click verify by CNAME, it's going to say 45 minutes, 30 minutes to 60 minutes now. So we haven't waited 30 to 60 minutes. I'm going to cut out on the video and I'm going to come back once we're verified and actually show you how to set them up, hooking them to Gmail. I'll see you guys there. Hey everyone, so I waited a little bit and now I'm going to go in and I'm going to click verify by CNAME and verify now. Okay, so we're verified. It worked. So now what we're going to want to do is create our account. So again, this is what we put in earlier. Info was what I chose. We're just going to click create an account. Okay, so we are going to skip most of our steps, and you'll see why. We're not really using this program at all. We're just going to be forwarding our emails, so we don't have to really do too much in here. We're just going to go through. We're going to skip these, but we're going to stop when we get to configure email delivery. This is important to put in either if you have your domain through Namecheap or you have it through Shopify. So first we'll do Shopify and we'll go back into our domain DNS settings, right, where we put in earlier, we put in the Zoho information. So we'll go back and it says to put in hostname at Zoho and then priority 10. So we'll come down here, MX records. We're going to be adding 2 of them. So we are going to do subdomain is blank, this is 10, and this is MX Zoho, and then we'll go back and we'll get the second one, and this is going to be 20. And we are going to click save. Okay, that should have saved. Yeah, so it says it saved successfully. You can go back in and check to make sure it saved successfully, and it did. Okay, now we're going to have to do this. If you bought through Namecheap, we're going to have to do this in Namecheap as well. So we're in Namecheap, we're in our domain list, and we're in our advanced DNS settings. We're going to add a new record, and we need to find our MX records. Actually, I think it's separate. Yeah, it is. So our MX records are down here, mail settings, and we're going to do custom MX. Okay, and then we're pretty much going to do the same thing, but in this one, we're going to try at instead. And we will save settings, and then we'll add one more. Add a new record. We'll do at, and this is 20, and then we'll just make sure. And save. Okay, so that's how you do it if you bought through Namecheap. So I was incorrect by saying that it was up here. It's actually in your mail settings, and you go to custom MX. Okay, so that is now complete, and we'll click next. We're going to skip this. We're going to skip this, and we're going to skip this. So we're ready to proceed to Zoho Mail. So this is where things get different from the video that I had earlier to this video, because their layout and their user interface is different. So basically, now that we're basically going to have to come up here to settings and then click settings. And see how it says access old version? So this is basically what I had in the old video, but people didn't know you can come down here to find it. So what we're going to do is go into email forwarding, and we're going to add the email address that we want these emails to go to. So this is going to be your Gmail address. This is going to be the same one we added on the first screen when we signed into Zoho. So mine was laura.dropshiplifestyle at gmail.com. So we are now, all these emails are going to be forwarded to my inbox. I do not want to save a Zoho email in the Zoho mailbox because you would only get a certain amount of data, so we delete it, and then you don't have to worry about that. So click yes, delete the copy, okay? And then we have to verify our email address. This is really important, guys. I actually didn't mention this on the last video, but you have to verify this address. So I should have just gotten an email that I can verify this, and it's just making sure I verify. click verify. I can put this code in and confirm. Okay, so it's been confirmed. So that means now they'll be able to send me email addresses. Okay, so now we are going to, let's see, it took me to a second page, so I'm just going to X this one out. And I'm back in Zoho. And now I want to go into Control Panel. Okay, do not click two-factor authentication. It won't work. If you, these forwarding emails will not work if you click this, so do not click that. We're going to go into User Details, and then we're going to click into our one user account. Then we're going to click into Mail Accounts, and you'll see here we have info@our-domain-name.com. So we are then going to go into New Alias, and we're going to add as many as we want. So we'll want sales, we'll want returns, however many business owners say you want your email address in there personally, media, you can do as many as you want. Okay, so now these are all in here, right? So these are the way we can send our email addresses, but we have to now connect those to our Gmail account. So we're going to go back into Gmail. Hope I'm not losing you guys. Okay, back into Gmail. We're going to click the Settings button, and we're going to go into Settings. Okay, we're going to go into Accounts and Import, and then it says Send Mail As. So right now I can only send mail at my email address, but I want to send mail at these addresses as well. So I'm in here, and I'm going to click Add Another Email Address I Own. So I'll do info at right? That's my email address. Treat as an alias. Then we're going to change this because we're not sending it from my address. We're sending it from Zoho. And then again, our email. And our password is our Zoho password. This is why I said you had to memorize it earlier. So make sure you put that in. Okay? And then add account. Okay, so now you're going to get an email. Okay, so here it is. It actually pulled right through. It didn't go into Zoho. It went right through. And we're going to come in here, and we're going to find this code, copy, and paste it, and click Verify. Okay? Now if we go back into our settings and accounts, you'll see now it says my name, and then it says the email address that we can now send as. We can click Make Default if we don't want to send from our Gmail email. And then we can also click, when replying, reply from the same address. So this makes sure you do not send from your Gmail account, right? So if somebody emails you at info@happyplusdsl.com, you'll be able to send automatically from there. I'm going to show you guys how this works now. If we go into Inbox and we want to compose an email, we now have, our multiple options. So every time I could do this I'll show you one more time how simple it is, that we can add a new email. So we'll do one more. But basically you'll do this for every single one of the email addresses you want to create. So we add another, and we'll do sales at. Next step, remember to change this to Zoho. Sales at. And password. Add account. Wait for this to come in our inbox. Here it is. We're going to copy and paste the code, verify. Now again, if we go back into settings, accounts and import, you'll see now we have 2 of the email addresses. So you'll want to go through, and that Zoho list we created, here, you'll want to create one of these connections for each of the emails you created. And again, if we compose an email, you'll see now we can send it from sales@happybugdsl.com. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's how you connect your email addresses. Hopefully I didn't confuse you or get you lost in this video. If you have any questions, post them below the video, and we'll get the answers to you. And we'll also have this written out in step-by-step form, broken down, so that if you can't follow along on the video, hopefully you'll be able to follow along on the step-by-step breakdown. All right, see you guys in the next video.